Hello YouTube, hello, we're back again, of course, and today is a very special day. It's a very special day because I can't believe what I'm seeing personally. Personally, I couldn't believe what I'm seeing. I was not expecting anything. But today, a patch dropped for Tekken 8, and in my opinion, this might be the best Tekken 8 patch we've ever gotten. It really might be, you know, it really might. Because whenever I was reading the patch notes, I didn't see a single buff. Not a single compensation buff. Not a single one. Everything was a nerf. Heat was nerfed. Some other properties was also nerfed. But most of the time, Heat was just massacred. Not just massacred, but it was nerfed quite a lot for a lot of characters. A lot of characters also got away scot-free, more or less, right? But this was an amazing patch, and I'm going to demonstrate some of it right now to you guys. Not all of it, because there were a lot of changes, but one good thing I can tell you, which I already said, is that there's not a single buff. Not a single one. All of them were nerfs, and there were a lot of them. And they were very good ones too. Very, very good ones. So let me just demonstrate some of the changes. As you guys can see, we have two absolute monsters in Tekken 8, which is Lars and Claudio on the screen, and they did get changed. But what did they get changed to? So let me just demonstrate it. Can you guys believe it? When I first saw this, I couldn't stop myself from crying. I'm like, it doesn't launch anymore. This used to normal hit launch, by the way, right? That was a normal hit launcher. Does not launch anymore. It still gives a guaranteed hit. I think another nunchucks is going to be guaranteed here. Or maybe something else, something like that. But no launcher. Can you believe it? No launcher. It still regains heat, which is a bit of a problem. But hey, baby steps. Baby steps. That, another thing. You won't believe this. This move, this is a G-clef, right? The G-clef. On counter, this is all guaranteed, but it doesn't launch anymore. Lars 10 frame G-clef does not launch anymore as a heat dash. So now what you have to do is get a guaranteed hit in. Whatever, right? Just a guaranteed hit. Not a launcher. Not only that, but heat with a back one in this string. This is also not a launcher. So let me demonstrate that too. I forgot the input. My fault. I did not play this character. There we go. Not a launcher anymore. So these changes are crazy. Absolutely crazy. So you cannot launch normally how you used to do. Now you just have a guaranteed hit, which is still a lot of damage, and it's still really strong. But it's insane to think about that this even existed, right? Insane to think about. Amazing changes. These aren't the only changes Law got, but these were the best ones, one of the best ones. Let's talk about Claudio now. So Claudio, we all know how much of a atrocity this move is, right? In install, we all know that. But doesn't launch anymore. Can you guys believe this? That we actually got a change so nice, so healthy for Tekken 8? Even though there's still a lot of things left. Trust me, there really is. But, like for example, this launching is still very strong, but it's fine, right? It's whatever. But this doesn't normal hit launch anymore, and it's not just the install version, not the install version, the heat version, right? It's the install version. It does not. So it's really, really good. I really appreciate these kind of changes. But let me just show you some other changes as well. These two characters already very healthy changes, very, very healthy ones. Now let's talk about Lars and Hwoarang. As I said, there were a lot of characters that also got changes, but these are like one of the more notable ones. There are other notable ones as well, but yeah. Not Lars. First, let's talk about Hwoarang. So, Hwoarang, we all know how busted Hwoarang's this is, right? That was guaranteed in Heat. So whenever this counter happened in Heat, this is guaranteed, and it used to launch. it doesn't anymore. Now it just gives a guaranteed follow-up, which is something like this, right? This, maybe something like that, maybe something else, but it's not a launcher anymore. This is such a healthy change, a very healthy change. It's very, very good, and it's exactly the same when it comes to the 2 jab into Flamingo, which I forgot how to do. Yeah, there we go. That. So the thing is, the 2 jab also gave a guaranteed hit here. This right here, there we go. So the 2 jab is also not a launcher. Even though this was scaled, this was nerfed once before, it's not a launcher anymore. Sorry about taking so long about the moves. I don't play these characters that much, but yeah. Very good changes, amazing changes. By the way, for Hwoarang players, this does not mean the down back 4 is useless now. It's actually still very, very strong, and maybe even a little bit too strong at the wall. Right? At the wall, this is going to be an absolutely amazing move to use as a counter hit tool, because now you can use this as a wall splatting move. Right? And after this wall splat, you will be able to get a lot of damage. Something like this maybe, right? Into whatever. It's gonna be at least 80 damage, so it's really, really good. While also staying safe because down back 4 is a safe-ish low, so it's really good. It's still really, really good. It's not like the utility is lost everywhere, but it's just not broken in the neutral. I think it's still very strong at the wall, but it's not broken now in the neutral. And it's still very good in the neutral. But yeah, that's about Hwoarang, more or less, right? Now let's talk about Lars, because he also got amazing changes. The thing about Lars' changes is that his mix-up stance, just this stance, got a lot of nerfs. One is this is not a normal hit launcher anymore. I can't believe what I'm seeing. That actually characters getting very good significant nerfs. Because something like this was a normal hit launcher, mid, and it was safe. Right? It was just safe. Normally it was safe. Something like this. Let me actually make him block just so I can showcase the block frames. -9. And this is the normal hit launch. Not anymore. But now, the low also got nerfed. It does significantly less damage. I think it does, I forgot the exact numbers, but it does less damage now, which is great. But not only that, you guys have to pay attention to the heat bar of Lars. It's gone. One usage of this low, and it's just gone. Basically, all of your heat bar gets used. More or less, it gets used. It's so good, because now the Lars player is actually forced to think about not using the low too much, because they're gonna get out of heat. And they want heat. Heat is very good because of their heat smash, let's say. Right? So they want to keep it instead. So maybe they won't use the low as much. Or if they do, they don't get rewarded as much and still stay in heat either. So, absolutely amazing changes. Not only this, but this doesn't launch anymore, by the way, right? It's not a launcher. Absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing change. Not only that, but this is also not a launcher anymore. Hit dash launchers, all of them, a lot of them have been nerfed. I think what they did is they removed all of the fast hit dash launchers, the very fast ones. An amazing change. And another changes that I've been talking about since season 2 for a while, by the way, is that I wanted them to remove 14 frame heat dash launchers that just, you can just throw them out. And what they did is exactly that. So 2 characters that were getting away with stuff like this, which was abysmal, by the way, was Raven and Anna. So Anna had her booty, this, right, the booty. And this used to launch in heat on normal hit. Now, it just gives a guaranteed hit. Not a launcher anymore. I've been praying for these changes for so long. Whatever they did right now, if they did in season 3, it would have been so much better reception. So much better, and I'm not even joking. It's the same with the Raven, by the way. 1+2, heat 1+2, this move, which is a safe mid, by the way. -9. This used to launch. doesn't launch anymore. Now it just gives a guaranteed hit. One hit. Absolutely amazing. The changes are absolutely incredible in my opinion, because it's a very, very healthy changes for all of the characters. Some characters did get ignored and not many changes really happened to them. I think Victor is one of them, Brian is one of them, but we still had an amazing direction in this patch, and this gives hope to a lot of people for the next one, which is also coming in like a month or so. If I remember correctly, they said late spring for Kunimitsu update basically. So yeah, W patch, a big W for the patch, I'm gonna be honest. Entirely honest about this, because whenever good stuff happens, I say it's good. It's just very sad that most of the time not a lot of good stuff happens, but right now, today, it's a great day. Amazing day, actually. But yeah, YouTube, thanks for watching. Big thanks for watching. Hopefully all of you are as happy as I am with the patch, because it is really, really good. I did not expect this at all. But once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next one. Till then.